Today I'd like to do a dedicated video on a helmet to include with your emergency preps. In some of my upcoming videos, I'm going to be including helmets in there, so I thought I'd do a dedicated video just to discuss this particular topic. In a lot of my emergency kits now, I'm including a Protec classic helmet, also with my life vest for survival kit. In my upcoming video, which will be a building evacuation kit, you'll see the Protec in there. And then with some of my home preps, such as earthquake preps, I include a classic construction helmet. So for this particular video, what I'd like to do is do a drop test. So we're going to drop a brick from an elevated position, probably from around 2 meters. So a kid prepper is going to help out with this. We have some fruit, we have a mannequin head, and we're going to test out what your melon would act like if it got hit by a brick with and without a helmet. Let's get started. Before beginning the test, let's talk over the two helmets that will be included in this video. As I mentioned, one of them is the Protec Classic Skateboarding Helmet. This one costs between $30 and $40. This one's been around for a long time. It's very popular, not only with skateboarding, but with other means. So I was looking at various rock climbing helmets, but those ones are in the $60 and up range. This one's a lot more affordable at less than $40, $30 to $40. And it's just a tried and true helmet that's been used in various applications. The other helmet included is your standard construction helmet. This one I think is made by MSA. It's the MSA V-Guard, and I see this one used by various construction workers that work in the Seattle area. So I thought I'd include it for this test. Again, I use this one for emergency preps, and we have them stored in various locations within our home. Now, I personally like the Protec Classic Skateboarding Helmet for my emergency kits, like my building evacuation kit, because I think it fits well in an urban environment. Yeah, a construction helmet would also work for that, but I think there's a lot of people in an urban environment that are riding their bikes to work, for example, so wearing a helmet doesn't really look out of the norm. It would definitely be a terrible situation if you were to get out of a building in an emergency situation, like an earthquake, for example, only to have something land on your head, a piece of debris or something like that, and not have any kind of protection to protect your melon from that kind of situation. For our fruit, we have a cantaloupe, a watermelon, and a honeydew. We were looking at coconuts, but they're a little small this time of year, so we're going to go with more of the melons approach. So we're going to be dropping the brick from the top of this ladder, again at around 2 meters. Here's the mannequin head that we'll be using for this particular drop test. I'm not sure if she has a name. We have the GoPro over here. Again, kid prepper's going to go to the top of the ladder, and he's going to drop the brick all the way off the side there. We'll capture it on multiple cameras, and we're going to be using both the hard hat and some of those melons. Announce it again. First, we'll try the honeydew. Go. Yep. Ooh. Yep. Ooh. As you can see, the honeydew didn't have a very good day. All right. All right. Now let's do the cantaloupe. Ooh, did you get him?
Yeah.
Cantaloupe. Ooh, did you get him?
As you can see, this kind of had a good day and kind of had a bad. Not as bad as the first one. Just that little line.
That would hurt though, wouldn't it?
But it could be a scar.
And finally, the watermelon. Ooh, that had to have hurt, huh? Ooh, that had to have hurt, huh? So I'm not seeing any marks on the watermelon. Let's raise the elevation a little bit. It's my turn now, okay?
Yeah.
All right. First, let's do the watermelon.
As you can see, the watermelon didn't have a good day. It cut open his heart.
It's hard, that's his head. Now let's see how the mannequin head does with the construction helmet on. I'm not seeing any dings on the helmet itself, although the mannequin definitely has a headache. And finally, we'll do the mannequin head with the Protec Classic Skateboarding Helmet. That one definitely left a mark, although I think she'll be okay. So at this new elevation, let's get an approximate force of impact to the head. The average red clay brick weighs approximately 5 pounds and the new height is approximately 7.5 feet. So at this point I called in a physics lifeline who deals with accident reconstruction to provide me with an analysis. So without getting too detailed, we have a velocity at impact of 22 feet per second. And depending on how deep the brick were to go into the person's head, we have a force at impact to the head of anywhere between 940 and 1,880 pounds. So let's just call it over 1,000 pounds of force of impact to the head. So without a hard helmet, this would most likely be a fatal impact. With a helmet, which would probably deflect the brick's impact, you would still have to worry about your head and neck, but it would be much, much safer. Now that I know that a brick will smash through a watermelon at this height, and both of the helmets offer some level of protection to a mannequin head, I now put each of the helmets on a larger watermelon to see if it will protect the watermelon. So as you saw in the video clips, both watermelons were protected when wearing the helmet. So in summary, while this particular test methodology might be a little bit crude and won't appear in a scientific journal or anything like that, I do feel comfortable that wearing a helmet does help if a brick were to land on your head. I hope that you guys enjoyed watching this video featuring helmets to use with your emergency kits and in your home preps. Please leave your comments below in the comments section regarding this video and stay tuned for more videos that will feature the helmet as part of my kits. See you guys next time.